if we're just going to be honest with each other and ourselves. And I'd like to think we're honest with ourselves and each other. Hello everyone, Thoranx is here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, where we are continuing our exploration of the Central Vortex system, where there are, two planets and a moon left to explore. Last episode we covered radiated fauna and void nest. I think this feed we will go to I don't know. That's radiated fauna. Maybe we'll go check out the planet that has a moon. Let's go see what that is all about. Ooh, right into the asteroid. That actually startled me. Let's see, this is the planet without the moon. Ooh, a vapor planet with activated indium. That's a little exciting. But I'm thinking, yes. Wait, so that's oil painting. Oh, it's the one behind it. Life incompatible planet with a moon? I accept these terms. Let's check it out. The life incompatible planets can be so interesting. I feel like, 100 episodes ago I used to think, like, nah, miss me with that noise. Like, I don't like the dead planets. And part of it is because of the Origins update, but also part of it is just something about the serenity of them. Again, the Origins update did add a great deal of variety to them. Now, wait a second. We're talking about... I don't see any moon. No ticket. Not really the best. So the moon's on the other side. I'm tempted to go look at the moon, but I think if we want to be on the day side of the day-night Terminator on this planet, we're not going to be able to see the moon currently. So I'm thinking we just go to the night side and we await a sunrise. I would like to see the moon. Aha. Let's just take a peek. A bleak moon with activated indium? Oh, and it looks like a sandstorm is brewing. Should be fun, but that is not our next destination. Terrain looks relatively flat. We're getting some sort of interference. Oh, my. Yes, we're getting a very strong color interference. There's not much of an atmosphere here, so it could be a particulate in the thin atmosphere. There does appear to be some sort of very awkward dust listed as no atmosphere, but I think even a dust atmosphere is some kind of atmosphere, right? That's kind of a neat color transition. I can get behind that. Rolling hills. Not quite daytime yet. Actually, it's not going to be. That's the moon. It's not going to be because we're officially on the night side. We just kind of missed our sunset. I'm not okay with that. I'm just going to be completely honest. I would like to see the sun side of this planet. And if that means we give up our vista of the moon, well, then that's what it means. Or does it? Do we still have a vista of the moon? We do, just sitting above the horizon. But at least over here, maybe it's going to be sunrise soon? Again. How everything seems to change color. I don't know what to always make of these planets. There it is. The moon on the horizon. No atmosphere. It's not even that close to sunrise. But look at the mountaintop here. Hold the phone. Okay, stop. So that's like the peak. That's a pretty high mountaintop. Look at that low-lying area. The terrain here is very interesting. It's like the 100% complete opposite of like steep cliffs and mountains and steep valleys. This is like rolling terrain, whereas this is some kind of a high point over here. But then it's like incredibly low further out. I am tempted to fly to another region. Although I dare say we found kind of the peak of this area. So look at that. So if we look back this way, it doesn't look like we're really all that high. The average terrain sort of is in keeping with this high point. This is like the beginning of some sort of mountain range. But then when you look out there, it becomes incredibly obvious that we are way up here. I know we've had some mountains before that seemed extreme, but the only reason they seemed extreme was because of how steep they were. This mountain seems extreme on a gradual level, but the elevation difference is still pretty substantial. So let's get our bike twisted sideways, but no, for real, let's head down here. So we're going to go kind of down to the sandy part of this valley here. Oof, and there's a cave. Oh, you shouldn't have. A cave for me? Oh, look at these little polyps. Glowing tubers. Right, as is fairly typical, there is some form of plant life that resides deep in the caverns where the pockets of the air may have settled into the terrain. There's no atmosphere, but there kind of is an atmosphere. It's just, it doesn't register as one. So even down here you can see, look at the difference. Like that mountain versus that one. And then even down here, this is the same similar kind of effect. If you're on this peak and you look out, you go, oh, this is all kind of the same terrain elevation. Okay, maybe that's a little higher. Okay, and then you go, oh, wow. Yeah, that's a massive terrain difference. But it continues going down. So I'm not sure where the, I'm doing the air quotes, but not really because I'm holding onto the mouse and keyboard. Sea level is. We'll just go sea level. But this area looks significantly lower than that mountain. Yeah, look, this this plains area here. This is incredibly low lying. Again, it's like it's not steep, but that is an elevation change. Holy moly. It's even hard to fully appreciate it because we're kind of like angled up. But if we just like sit here, maybe here, hold on, we're still not at like a lowest point. What do we have to do to get to like a low point here? You can't even see, like you can't, oh my gosh, you can't even see the, no, there it is, it's over there. That mountaintop is phenomenally high comparatively in elevation. And it's crazy because, like, you wouldn't think that that mountain is so much higher maybe than this one. Well, I mean, at first glance, they don't appear to be. But no, that mountain is out of control high. I really like the terrain here. Can you imagine seeing this is I'm gonna bang that drum. Are you ready? I'm gonna get on my soapbox. This is where I would like to have improved racetracks. Can you imagine a low gravity race through this thing? And go ahead and let us manipulate time. I mean, if we're allowed to manipulate time for the sake of screenshots, then I want it to where when I have a race set to start, I can be like, yo, the race starts at 0600. Like, at 0600 was the sun rises, boom, the race starts. And you're like on this track winding up and down over the hills towards this mega mountain, and then you finish at the top of the mountain. Like, come on. It would be amazing. Like, I welcome everyone's opinion in the comments, I really do, but I don't have to ask. I know it would be amazing. But like an actual racetrack. Not like markers placed down in the terrain like that. No, like I want an F-Zero racetrack. With jumps and loops and ramps and hairpin turns and, you know, you have to stay on the road and I can just wind my road wherever I want. Like, I feel like all these beautiful planets can only have so many bases without a purpose. And like, sure, we can make decorative bases, and there are people who are very creative with that, and I applaud that. I've seen a couple in the Thringstein Expanse and the Thringstein Conflagration, the capital, that are just mind-blowingly awesome decorative bases. But long term, in my head, I'm like, I can only come up with so many designs of something for a base before I don't have a purpose for it. And if I don't have a purpose for it, then I'm like, it's hard for me to just go all form and not care about the function. But a racetrack. See, look, and then this area, totally flat. Absolutely, like, there is no sort of terrain variation here at all. Like, okay, there is, I'm not trying to say whatever. But that's pretty darn flat, if we're just going to be honest with each other and ourselves. And I'd like to think we're honest with ourselves and each other. I wouldn't lie to you. But definitely don't lie to yourself. Yeah. There are so many planets I would put a racetrack on. Like, so many. That's what this series would become. This series would... And I kind of started to do that. If you remember back in the days of the Thringstein Expanse, in the mid-100s, we did start to build the Thranks Pre. Remember? And it was cool. However, we ran into a significant bout of limitations. Look at this, like, pinkness. We ran into a significant amount of limitations that ultimately caused us to decide, like, it just wasn't worth it. There's too many limitations on the distance of the track. There's too much that you have to work with the terrain. You can't, you know, like ride the track as you build the track. It's cumbersome. It needs an overhaul. Not that I'm not grateful for everything we've already seen from the Atlas and its creators, because I'm incredibly grateful. Make no mistake. It's because I'm grateful and I'm invested and I'm plugged in that I'm like, I know what you need. I know the missing piece. I've got it. I've got the answer. It's time to check out this activated desert moon. Oh yeah, let's go. Ooh, it is on fire. Oh yes it is. Whoa. I love these types of firestorm shots with the sun and the, yeah. I can't get enough. Maybe. Look, you can't even see the home planet. No, okay, that's enough. That's enough. And let's go settle over here. Look at the edge, the horizon. It's like a golden fire. Superheated air. Oh man, and aggressive sentinels. And yet, life finds a way. Whoa, whoa! Can I get maybe like a shot of that golden and red horizon? I feel like no matter what, we're not going to get it. I don't like that like weird profile shot. I'm already invested. Like, oh, they're all flying. Let's go. I'm pogged up. We're doing it. Storm clearing. Sure, I accept those terms. We might have an easier time with some things if it's not an active firestorm. Although the other two flying creatures are always active. Two of them are below us. Very good. Whoa, extreme temperature indeed. There we go. Okay, well, you know, that's an easy 150 nanites. I don't have to argue with that. Let's check this moon out. This is fun. Substantial root structure. Feeds off of buried nitrogen. Calcium secretion with ferrite dust. No, it's like a desert, but it's not. Look at this grass. You're like looking at a wall of planet. Like that's neat. I don't have a problem with that. I accept those terms. Yeah, vapor. There we go. This is kind of a cool desert. Pretty neat. Pretty neat desert. A lot of cacti here. Feeds off of atmospheric moisture. Good luck. Soil bacteria. Look at this tree. Meditation. It is said that the dragon warrior can survive off of a single dewdrop in the energy of the universe alone. Parasite host. Look, it's just still on fire. It is so hot here. Look at that. Let's go with the floating rocks. Are we in for a sunset? We are. Oh man. It's called, I call this one Moon Through the Stone Pillar, or Sun Through the Stone Pillars. Maybe we go back to the default filter, huh? No, maybe we get a little bit of the vintage. Alright. I'll bite. Let's see what sort of sunset we get here. I like these little rock formations. These remind me of like Roadrunner and Coyote rock formations. You know what I'm talking about? No, you don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. It's worth a Google search. Like so many other things in life. It's worth 30 seconds. Okay, well I don't want to fight a sentinel. We already did that. I already demonstrated that I'm not afraid of you, and that is no longer worth my 30 seconds. It's crazy this place is listed as a desert and not just a straight burning planet. I wonder if it actually stops burning at night. I think we're about to find out. I can't believe there are no land animals. Somehow the cacti has found a way to survive the fire. It's kind of apparent to me the grass goes through a period of burning and regrowing over and over again. That's why it's sporadic. And the sand and soil is likely very nutrient rich. But some of these cacti are rather large. And like some of these trees here, like it's obvious their bark is resistant to the fire. Their leaves have burned off. And like this is obviously very resistant to the fire. Alright, well rather than walk anymore, we're in it to win it. Let's take a ride. Oh, so I took off on my bicycle. I mean, my motorcycle. Yeah, that's what it is. Fuel required. Just leave it on the screen and stop pestering me. Oh snap, what do we have here? You don't say. I have an idea. I think we just kind of march ourselves up here. To the top. Extreme night temperature. Is this night? It's 21:19, and look how bright the sky is. It is aflame. The night sky is aglow with fire. I'm not sure if I would be happier if there was more flora growing up here on these weird plateaus, or if I like it the way it is with just a bunch of rocks and sand. Incoming firestorm! Oh my goodness. At night, too. Well, we're about to see the full range of emotion this planet has to offer. Oh, caves. Terms that I accept. I accept these terms. Oof, it's so hot. Oh! Oh, these are nicely colored. Whoa, cave mushrooms. Big ones. Sublimated nitrogen with hypnotic perfume. Oh, they're all over. Wow. It's a mollusk habitat. I find that hard to believe. I'm gonna go ahead and say that we differ on, like, what we consider a mollusk. I think that Atlas definition is a little different than ours. Oh, firestorm even at night, 300 degrees Celsius. Like, I'm surprised rocks just aren't, like, starting to glow red. This place is torrid. And it's got aggressive sentinels. It's a lot to soak in. Okay, I don't necessarily... You know what? I'm tired of running again. Yeah, okay. Notice we called over this ship before that happened. Oh, you know what? I feel like taking some Gravitino balls. What are you gonna do now? Huh? What are you gonna do now? You just gonna let me have them? Undefended? Oh, it's urgent. Really? You told on me? Real classy. Real classy. Do we have quests for destroying advanced sentinels? I don't know, but I figure Gravitino balls, those are a thing. We're just taking them. Oh, those sentinels are looking for me. Ruh-roh. And only avian aerial creatures reside here. Interesting. I can't imagine why. You're darn right the Sentinel Force has been deactivated. So, what have we got? What have we got? Well, I think this one should be Mountainia. If you please. That way, but if somebody lands on the wrong side of that, they're going to be like, Mountainia, what the? But we'll know. Okay, we will know. So that's what matters. And this one, I feel like it's called a desert, but it's really on fire. It's like kind of misleading. So it's almost like Greenland is covered in ice, and Iceland is, well, Iceland is still kind of icy, but it's more green than Greenland. I don't know. I feel like there's something to be said there. Something like, we're gonna call it like frigid sand. No. Can we? No. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's got to be like. It's got to be like. AC silicate? No. No, 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 no. Yeah. Frigid sand. We'll just call it Glasstopia, right? Okay, so it's a little like Glasstopia because it's hot with sand, so it's glass. It makes sense to me, and plus there's always the reference of like glass screaming in the abyss energy of the Atlas. But that's where we're gonna wrap all of that up. Is it still nighttime? It is. It's so bright here at night. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you've had a good time watching because, as always, I've had a good time playing. Until next time, take care.